Open to investors for the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, JKIA is saying the flunked Adani deal has not deterred efforts to expand the country's largest airport. Roads and Transport Cabinet Secretary Davis Chirchir cargo demand is barely being met by the current services providers available, and there will be changes to have a central cargo station for mobilization and control.
There's a 1,050-ton cargo movement deficit at the largest airport in Kenya, JKIA, a demand that hasn't been met due to a myriad of issues, largest being a shortfall of possible players in the sector.
Very recently, we were having a lot of challenges when it comes to the issues of having all the flowers out of Kenya here. This is a constrained market where we need a lot of freighters.
We're welcoming more of this kind of freighters. In fact, we need 10 times. We need the frequency of challenge coming twice a week, similar flights to do 20 times a week to be able to offtake the 1,500 tons per week, which is the current undercapacity we have in the region to be able to export all our flowers.
Possible revenue accrual from the missed opportunity ranges in the millions. Now local players are inching into this niche business.
Most of the carriers had pulled out of Nairobi because of most lucrative routes. That is Asia, the Far East, and Europe and the Americas. Because those routes, they go up to $10 per kilo. While here in Kenya and most African countries, we are charging as low as $2.5, $2, up to $3.
While welcoming Challenge Airlines' inaugural flight into the country, the Cabinet Secretary hinted at possible consolidation of cargo services as the country woos possible airlines to take up the increasing market deficit.
And that is important for us because this is a chain reaction. Once the farmer has produced their avocado, their flowers should get to the market fresh so that the farmers can benefit. So as KA, we're going to be working very closely with any other airline that wants to airlift from here.
The inaugural flight of this for cargo is very, very exciting to us, and we'll go a long way in supporting it. And going forward, we are also going to address the infrastructure constraints in this facility.
And while the country comes closer to the end of the year, demand for Kenyan horticultural goods, which makes up a majority of exports in the country, also increases. The government is now raising alarm over the possibility of compromised quality as exporters scramble for available air cargo airlines.
That's with 2 flights a week, and this is purely cargo freight. So it's a 767 coming in twice a week. That in itself is an additional capacity over and above what we already have in this market.
This as more Kenyan companies venture into expanding routes into the aviation sector. The search is still on for a possible investor for the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport as the government now poses a challenge for Challenge and other possible airlines on the possible benefits of having new players in the market. Back side for TV 47 from JKIA.